A supercar you can drive every single day. The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S does 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, costs under $250,000, and won't break down like an Italian exotic. This might just be the perfect performance car, and I'm about to prove it. Let's go. Welcome back to UC Car Review, where we bring you America's most detailed automotive content. Today, we're tackling a question every car enthusiast asks. Can a supercar actually be a daily driver? The answer is sitting right here, the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S. Starting at around $230,000, this is the Swiss Army knife of performance cars. It'll do 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds and hit a top speed of 205 miles per hour, yet you can drive it to the grocery store without drama. The 911 Turbo S represents 60 years of evolution, refinement, and German engineering perfection. Unlike temperamental Italian supercars that spend more time in the shop than on the road, the Turbo S is built to be driven hard every single day. Rain or shine, summer or winter, this all-wheel drive rocket ship just works. We're going to dive deep into what makes this the ultimate daily supercar, from its twin-turbocharged flat-six engine producing 640 horsepower, to its adaptive suspension that switches from comfort to track mode in milliseconds. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why automotive journalists and enthusiasts worldwide consider this the perfect sports car. So buckle up, because we're about to experience automotive excellence at its absolute finest. The 911's design is instantly recognizable, and that's intentional. Porsche doesn't chase trends, they perfect evolution. The Turbo S takes the classic 911 silhouette and adds aggressive performance details everywhere. Up front, larger air intakes feed the twin turbos and cool the brakes. The LED matrix headlights feature Porsche's signature 4-point daytime running lights. But here's where it gets interesting. The Turbo S is actually 3.6 inches wider at the rear than a standard 911, necessary to fit those massive tires and accommodate the all-wheel drive system. The active aerodynamics are next level. At low speeds, the rear wing stays tucked into the bodywork for that clean 911 look. But at highway speeds or when you activate Sport Plus mode, it extends upward and forward, increasing downforce by over 300 pounds at top speed. This isn't just for show. This active aero genuinely improves high-speed stability and reduces braking distances. The side air intakes are functional, channeling air to the intercoolers. Those beautiful 21-inch centerlock wheels aren't just pretty, they reduce unsprung weight and improve handling response. Every vent, every surface, every line serves a purpose. This is functional beauty perfected over 60 years of racing and road car development. Let's talk about what makes this car truly special: the engine. Mounted behind the rear axle sits a 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six engine producing 640 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. But these numbers don't tell the whole story. Porsche's variable turbine geometry, turbos deliver instant boost with virtually zero lag. Floor the throttle, and all 640 horses arrive immediately, violently. 0 to 60 happens in just 2.6 seconds. Let that sink in. That's faster than a Lamborghini Aventador, faster than a Ferrari 488, and this car costs almost half as much. The quarter-mile passes in under 10 seconds at over 130 miles per hour. Top speed, 205 miles per hour. Now here's what separates the Turbo S from other supercars. It delivers this performance repeatedly, reliably, all day long. The 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission shifts in milliseconds, faster than any human could. Downshifts are accompanied by perfect throttle blips. The all-wheel drive system with active torque vectoring puts every ounce of power to the ground. Launch control is idiot-proof. Just press the brake and throttle, release the brake, and hang on. The performance is absolutely intoxicating, yet this engine will easily last 200,000 miles with proper maintenance. That's German engineering. Open the door, and you're greeted by an interior that perfectly balances everyday usability with track-ready focus. The sport seats are firm but comfortable enough for cross-country road trips. They're 18-way power adjustable with heating, cooling, and memory functions. The steering wheel is a work of art wrapped in leather with the iconic Porsche crest. It features a drive mode selector dial and the sport response button that gives you 20 seconds of maximum performance on demand. The dashboard is beautifully simple 5 analog gauges with a digital center screen. Porsche knows their customers value tradition, so they keep the tachometer front and center, right where it belongs. The 10.9-inch PCM touchscreen handles navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the fantastic Burmester sound system. But here's what makes this a real daily driver: there are actual cup holders, decent door pockets, and even a front trunk that can fit 2 carry-on bags. The rear seats, let's be honest, they're for insurance purposes and small children only. Build quality is exceptional. Every switch, every button, every surface feels expensive and built to last. The optional Sport Chrono package adds that stopwatch on the dash, perfect for timing your track sessions or just feeling cool. Here's where the Turbo S truly separates itself from other supercars, the all-wheel drive system with Porsche Traction Management, or PTM. This isn't a simple all-wheel drive setup like you'd find in an SUV. This is an intelligent, constantly adapting system that can shift power front to rear and side to side in milliseconds. Under normal driving, it sends most power to the rear wheels, maintaining that classic 911 feel. But the instant the system detects wheel spin, it can send up to 50% of power forward. The result: you can use all 640 horsepower in any weather, any road condition. Rain, snow, wet leaves, the Turbo S just grips and goes. The rear wheel steering is equally brilliant. At low speeds, the rear wheels turn opposite the front wheels, effectively shortening the wheelbase and making this car feel nimble in parking lots. At high speeds, they turn with the front wheels, increasing stability and making lane changes more precise. The adaptive dampers from Porsche Active Suspension Management adjust thousands of times per second. In comfort mode, this car rides smoother than most luxury sedans. Switch to Sport Plus and the dampers firm up, the throttle sharpens, the exhaust opens, and this transforms into a proper race car. The steering is absolutely perfect, weighted, communicative, precise. This is what steering should feel like. This is where the Turbo S truly shines and why it's the ultimate daily supercar. Let's talk practicality. Yes, practicality in a 640 horsepower supercar. First, visibility is excellent. Unlike mid-engine exotics where you can't see out of anything, the 911 has great sightlines. The front trunk holds 2 carry-on bags, perfect for weekend getaways. There are actual cup holders, sounds basic, but try finding those in a Ferrari. The ground clearance is surprisingly good thanks to the optional front axle lift system, which raises the nose 2 inches at the press of a button. Say goodbye to scraping on speed bumps and driveways. The ride quality in comfort mode is genuinely comfortable. Your spouse won't complain on long trips. Climate control works perfectly, seats are comfortable for hours, and the Burmester sound system makes traffic jams tolerable. Here's the big one: reliability. Porsches are legendary for durability. This engine will easily do 200,000 miles with regular maintenance. Many owners daily drive their Turbo S models for years without issues. Insurance is reasonable for a supercar, and while premium fuel is required, the fuel economy isn't terrible. You'll see mid-20s on the highway. This is a supercar you can actually use every single day without compromise. Porsche has brilliantly integrated modern technology without overwhelming the driving experience. The Porsche Communication Management System is intuitive, a 10.9-inch touchscreen that's responsive and logically laid out. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, along with built-in navigation powered by real-time traffic data. The Burmester high-end surround sound system is absolutely phenomenal, with 15 speakers perfectly tuned for the cabin. But Porsche knows their customers buy these cars to drive, not to stare at screens. That's why they keep the essential driving information analog, 5 gorgeous gauges that are easy to read at a glance. The driver assistance features are comprehensive but unobtrusive. Adaptive cruise control with stop and go makes highway traffic bearable. Lane keeping assist gently guides you back if you drift, but isn't annoying like some systems. The surround view camera system makes parking this wide car much easier. Night vision assist uses thermal imaging to detect pedestrians and animals in the dark. Porsche's wet mode is brilliant. If the sensors detect water on the road, it adjusts stability control, all-wheel drive, and aerodynamics for maximum safety. The Sport Chrono package adds a performance display showing G-forces, lap times, and driving data. Technology that enhances the driving experience, never detracts from it. Let's talk money. The 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S starts at around $230,000. That's the base price, and honestly, it's already incredibly well equipped. But Porsche's options list is legendary, and you can easily add 50 to 70,000 in options if you're not careful. Popular choices include the Sport Chrono package for around 5,000, absolutely worth it for the performance display and mode selector. The Burmester sound system adds 6,000 but transforms the audio experience. Carbon ceramic brakes are standard and cost over 10,000 to replace when needed. The front axle lift system is $3,000 well spent for daily driving. Paint to sample costs around 13,000, but lets you choose from nearly 200 colors. A fully loaded Turbo S with every option checked can approach $300,000. But here's the value proposition. You're getting supercar performance that embarrasses cars costing twice as much, wrapped in a package you can actually use every day. A Ferrari 296 GTB starts at over $300,000. A Lamborghini Huracan is similar money. Neither can match the Turbo S for everyday usability or long-term reliability. For American buyers who want maximum performance with minimal compromise, the Turbo S represents incredible value in the supercar segment. So how does the Turbo S stack up against its rivals? At $230,000, you're shopping among serious performance machines. The McLaren 570S offers mid-engine exotic thrills but lacks daily usability and has questionable reliability. The Audi Rate V10 Plus is stunning and shares some Lamborghini DNA, but doesn't match the Turbo S for outright performance or everyday practicality. The Mercedes-AMG GT-R is a fantastic sports car, but can't quite match the 911's precision or daily driver capability. The Corvette ZX offers incredible performance for less money, but lacks the refinement and prestige of the Porsche badge. The Nissan GT-R Nismo is a performance bargain, but feels dated inside compared to the modern Turbo S. Here's what separates the 911 Turbo S from everyone else. It's the complete package. It matches or beats all of them in straight-line performance. It handles better than all except maybe the McLaren. It's more reliable than any Italian exotic. It's more practical than mid-engine supercars. It has better build quality than everything in its price range. The Turbo S doesn't make compromises. It simply does everything at an extremely high level. For American buyers who want one car that can do it all, from track days to cross-country road trips, the Turbo S is unbeatable. So, is the 2026 Porsche 911 Turbo S the ultimate daily supercar? Absolutely, without question. This is as close to automotive perfection as you can get under $250,000, 640 horsepower that you can use every single day in any weather. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds that never gets old. Handling precision that makes you feel like a hero driver. Build quality that will last decades. Technology that enhances without overwhelming. And most importantly, the ability to drive this car to work on Monday, to the grocery store on Wednesday, and to the racetrack on Saturday without missing a beat. The Turbo S doesn't force you to choose between performance and practicality, between exotic thrills and everyday reliability. It delivers everything, simultaneously, at the highest possible level. Yes, you can buy faster cars. You can buy more exclusive cars. You can buy flashier cars. But you cannot buy a better all-around sports car than the 911 Turbo S. This is 60 years of evolution, refinement, and German engineering excellence distilled into one perfect package. If you enjoyed this comprehensive review, smash that like button, subscribe to UC Car Review for more in-depth automotive content, and drop a comment telling us which performance car you want us to review next. Should we test the new Corvette ZX or the McLaren Artura? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and remember UC Car Review delivers America's most detailed car reviews. See you in the next one.